Emily Matthews, ma'am. Emily Matthews, ma'am, are you there? Gautam? Okay, Emily, ma'am. Can you tell me what are the, is the art like drawing only can be integrated in the art integrated learning?
No, ma'am.
Gentlemen, please wait. Evelyn madam, after Evelyn madam, you will get it done. Okay.
No, ma'am, we can include creative activities. Craft.
Okay. Creative activities. What are the creative activities you understood?
Creative learning activity.
Very good.
Drawing pictures, looking at
Drawing pictures, colors, all these things. Very good. Now, Gautam sir, what other things? One of our friends told it is drawing. Others, craft work can be included in learning. Is there anything else we can add? Yes, the main art learning.
അതെ അത് ഞാൻ അയച്ചുതരാറുണ്ട്. 15 കറപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പൊ ഉള്ള മാർക്ക് അത് തിരിച്ചു പഴയതുപോലെ ആക്കിയാണ് കുട്ടികളെ സബ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. അത് മാറ്റി ഇപ്പൊ 15 മാർക്ക് കൂടെ കുറച്ചാണ് എന്നില്ല. അത് ഞാൻ ചോദിപ്പിക്കും. അത് ഞാൻ വേറൊന്നുമല്ല. അവരെ എന്ത് പറഞ്ഞാലും കൊള്ളാം. നല്ല കേസിന് പോകാനാണ് ഇതല്ലെങ്കിൽ അവർ അത് ഒറിജിനൽ ന്യൂസ് ആണെങ്കിൽ 2 തക്കവാരം ഞാൻ പറയാം. അതിനകത്ത് പേടിയൊന്നുമില്ല അക്കാര്യം. അതിനകത്ത്
Okay, very good. So you have understood that art in the art, drawing as well as craft work can be included. Very good. Susan Thomas, very good, very good. Susan Thomas, ma'am. Very good, very good. That's what I wanted to know. Music can also be included. That is also an art. That is also very good. Sophia Kurian. Our friend told drawing is one of the things. Then we have
and they are so interested in the color, so that they are so interested and users and music. At the same time, they are very interested to listen to the conversation of their conversation.
yes.
They are very interested in the conversation. At the same time, please speak out. They give them an opportunity.
Very good. So conversation. Yes. Can you see the slide? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, ma'am. So, very good. Very good. Conversation also is a part of art. Very good. Yes, then Abhijit Kumar, K.V. Chandirkara, can you tell me some more art forms which can be integrated?
Madam, we can ask students to make mark if we are teaching animals.
Very good. It is a craft.
Yes,
We can ask.
same way in plants, we can ask them to fold paper and make their favorite flower.
Yes.
Or teaching shelters, we can ask to make a small model of their house.
Very good.
Something like that. And then music and dance can be included.
Dance can be included. So you people know very good things. So it's almost many things closer to the art integration learning. Very good. Marley John. Ma'am, K.D. Kohli. Can you tell me about what you understand by the art integrated learning?
more sort of it. Or maybe
Walls, puppet, very good. Okay.
Craft and all.
Very good. So you all know something more I'll be also adding on. So what is difference between art integrated learning and objectives of the art integrated learning? So the objective of art integrated learning is not to promote arts and skills of art. We are not going to improve our arts or skill art. That means we are not going to improve our drawing. We don't want to improve our music and dance by the education and all. It is art is integrated in the education. We have to plan our lesson plans, integrating the art so that our lessons are more improved and we can more give them hands-on experiences to the kids. Okay, so it is different from art education. Art education is the education in which the art work is improved. And arts are differentiated into three. It is the visual arts are there, performing arts are there, and culinary arts are there. Okay, so the objective of art integrated learning is not to promote arts and skills of arts, but to use art as a tool to teach other subjects. Okay, and focus is to accept arts as a medium of the learning process. That is why an art teacher should be there to help a subject teacher in improving the lesson plans. And what all the arts are there? Not the music teacher can help, an art teacher can help, a craft teacher can help, a dance instructor can help, a yoga master can help. Okay, so many people can help, or a primary teacher in improving the lessons plans, because you know all of us have a plan, lesson plan. We have learning outcomes. We all are expecting something, learning outcomes. What when we teach something, we should have a learning outcome. When we teach a form, that form, after teaching a form, what is the expected learning outcome from a form teaching? Indulekha ma'am, can you tell, after teaching a poem, what you expect from a child? What are the learning outcomes?
Yes, ma'am. I will expect them to understand the new words in that by teaching the poem.
Very
So
good.
that they know the meaning. If it's a poem about the nature, they can observe what are the things around them.
Yes, they can observe, they can integrate it with EVS. Then,
Yes, different sounds like rhyming
some
words and
they can,
poems.
rhyming words they can understand. Very good. Sneha Mol ma'am.
Can you-
What? Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Something else can you add to the form? If you teach a form, what else can you add on?
Music and dance which can be included in the poem.
Yes, so that they understand more. Very good. The child should be able to read a poem. So that is one of our competency, one of our learning outcome we are expecting. The child is able to read a poem. Yes, then yes, how to recite a poem, the way how they recite, that is also one of our expected learning outcome. Any more outcome we expect? We understood the graph, that is rhyming words, we understood new words, we understood the meaning, we understood if any past tense and something is there, we understood the homophones, yes? Then we understood how they will be speaking and all. So these are the learning outcomes. And how we can integrate it with subjects, various disciplines of education. That means various subjects, how we can integrate. That is the learning outcome we are expecting. So, how we can integrate art in attaining and we are also supposed to test whether our learning outcome, whatever we have taught, is understood by our kids. We have to test them. We have testing strategies, assessment strategies are there. Okay, so this is the objective of art integrated learning is to not to promote art and skills of art, but to use art as a tool to teach other subjects. Now, so Sati ma'am, what is NEP 2020? Can you say full form of NEP? Sati ma'am. Smita A ma'am. Okay, Sati ma'am. Yes, National Education Program 2020. You must have heard. Those who have just passed out the 2020. Okay, ma'am. Sati ma'am. So you must have heard a vast change in the education policy, national education policy. Something new things were added in our national education policy 2020. So we were all trained for that. What the new items or competencies which we have to share with our kids and others, so that we have to improve a lot. A survey says that the children are to be removed from rote memorization. What is rote memorization? Srija Gopi ma'am.
Ma'am, just repeating.
Yes, we are over learning. We are giving 100 times a table. 2 and 2 to the 4 to the 4, like that. They will be reading, and learning, and they will only learn that much they have understood. That is rote memorization. The focus has to be changed. The children has to think critically. They have to do more work on their critical thinking. They have to think. So what is the role of a teacher in the classroom? Thank you, ma'am. So what is the role? We have to give them some work on their brain. So we have to plan our activities accordingly. So NEP says that teachers should integrate art as a pedagogical tool for classroom transaction, and focus must be on mutually reinforcing art as a subject and art as a tool for learning with efforts towards seamless integration. All these should be integrated and can be taught in the classroom. Collaborative learning, what is it? Combination of subject teachers and art teachers. They should collaborate and find out more activities so that it can be practiced in strengthening the integration. You will be thinking of your primary classes. The teacher will be giving you notes in the blackboard, you will be noting down, you will be going home, learning everything and coming back. The policy has changed. We have to change ourselves. We have to find new ways. We have to think of new ways. What we have learned, like that only I will be going to teach. No way. You will be thrown out from this education track. Okay, so this is the national education policy says you have to integrate art into your education system, and you have to collaborate all the teaching subjects, and you have to integrate and do. So art integrated learning will support teachers' assessment of application skills of the students in their subject. All these are integrated. That is why art integrated learning is important, because it has come as a policy itself. Now you will be also tested in the inspection and all that, whether you are using all these things in your teaching learning activities and all. So please take care that when you go next time to the class, you can integrate art in wherever possible. Okay. Now the frequently asked questions, what are the various art forms used in art integrated learning? Equipment. You can see it is the visual art. Visual. It is the visual arts. What are the visual arts? Smita ma'am, can you say one of the visual arts? What is it? Painting is one of the visual arts. Only one of the visual arts is painting. Smita ma'am. What is the next one?
Painting, photography,
Photography. Okay. Please mute your mouth. Photography is another photography is another way of visual art. If you take a photo and show it to your kids, or if you take a selfie or all those things, all these photographs which are connected to your lesson, not that you are taking a picture in the ground and showing. No, it should be related to the topics. For example, if you are showing want to introduce them a zoo or the animals, to take a photograph and show them. So it is also an art integrated learning. If you take it print making, what is a print making? Georgie John Burgess ma'am. Can you tell it? Print making, what is a print making?
I don't need them draw it or copy it out like that.
Yes. So printing means if you take a watercolor. Yes. You can use your fingerprint. You can use the vegetable print. You can use even the lady's finger if you cut it and put it in the watercolor and if you make a print. That is print making. You can take a leaf and take a print. All these are the print making. Sindhu Nitangan. What is stage art?
Role play, drama.
Yes. Very good, very good. Stage art means something you are showing as in the stage. For example, mask making and all. Sometimes there's showing something if you draw and show. All these are the stage art. It's an activity which is showing them lessons related to the showing something. Okay. Next one. Danya Sudhakar. What is clay modeling? You all know?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Taking different models using clay.
Clay, right? If the parents are not interested, if the parents are not interested in using the ready-made clay, what else can you use for clay modeling?
Normal clay, normal soil clay.
Normal clay. Anything else?
Or else the duff we used to make chapati.
Very good. Which duff? Which duff is an excellent thing. You can ask your kids to bring the clay means which duff per day when the classes are fully offline and all. That time they can bring that and they can make models, or at home they can be given to make models. Daily modeling, the children are very much interested, which is a visual art. Then next one is Anjali Mall. Can you tell me? Next one. Amisha B. Pillai.
Yes, madam.
Yes. What is the next one? Sculpture.
Maze craft, flower making.
Yes. Anything related to the making of something like sculptures, models are made. Okay. So it can be related to anything. Either we can use, yes.
We can use plaster of Paris to make sculpture.
Yes, sculptures are made through plaster of Paris because once it is made, we can't every time change the shape and all sculpture making. Very good. SWK, applied art and craft, what do you understand by that?
Now we can apply craft work and art work in every subject.
Yes.
Type of model.
Yes, craft, yes. Using paper, origami. So, yes, very good.
Students take like that different type of color paper we are using in the classroom. It's really accessible for the children.
Very good. Yes, so applied art and craft, you can see a wonderful artwork in the YouTube and all videos are there. You can see that how we can cut and all, do and all. It's more useful in our high classes, that is third to fifth, not very small kids, but they know they like to do something, pasting, doing some artwork and all in the classroom. So that also can be used. All these are visual. What do you mean by visual? Only we are using our eye to do that. Okay. So next one is performing artwork. That also can be integrated in our integrated learning. So in a poem or in a maths work or in some other work, it can be performing arts. Means you are engaging yourself in that. That is performing artwork. Is that? So, Shobha Kurian ma'am. Shobha Kurian ma'am. Abhin Pankaj. Abhin Pankaj. Yes. What are the performing arts? Can you say dance? How can you introduce dance or in your lesson plans?
Yes. So when I am teaching a subject like maths, I can include that vocal music.
Music to them, dance, they let them also dance, not that only showing and making them hear, they can also do dance. Okay, 1, 2, like that aerobic dance or anything else which is moving their hands and their legs and all. When they are included in a dance work, that is also an art indication when you are engaging them. Not that simply sitting. You know the small kids feel, yes, very good. The small kids feel very bored when they are sitting. So we often make them stand up sometimes, sit down, hands up, lie down, so that they are fully engaged. Because their concentration level is very less. They will be feeling bored after some time. So we should engage them in art integrated like dance, vocal music. Sudhindra, Sujitra ma'am, vocal music, instrumental music, what are they? Can you include all these in your art integrated learning?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what are
Vocal means we can use the music without the instrument.
Yes, very good.
Instrumental music means we can use music with the instrument.
Many instruments. Okay, very good.
Okay.
Next one, Chinnu Thomas, what is theatre?
Ma'am, I think it's a drama, role play, and so.
Yes, it is a skit we can say or a drama we can say. We are making them role play. All these are theatre. Okay, thank you. Very good. So that is also in the English language or Hindi language when the characters are there. You can in every lesson and all the subjects you can't use all these art forms. You have to whenever you are planning a lesson that time itself you should understand which of the artwork can I include in that lesson. And next one more thing is now coming. The new one more topic, not new. But recently we were going to attend a toy pedagogy class also. So that also you will be taught soon. Toys should be included in every lesson. Can connect with the toy. That because children enjoy playing with toys. So we have to teach them through toys. That also is there. So that is also one of the artwork, okay, which we can include. Then puppetry, Amruta, yes ma'am, can you tell what is puppetry?
Yes, ma'am.
What are puppetry? What do you mean by puppetry?
We can use puppets instrument.
Yes, you can use puppets in the class and all the lessons. Very good. Next one, what is mind? Those time.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Madam,
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please explain us the difference between stage art and theatre? Stage art comes under the word
Visual. Only artwork we are showing. We are not doing anything, performing anything. Only we are showing, explaining cartoons or something like that. But in the puppet theatre work, you are giving them to do something, perform something in front of the classroom. Okay, they are saying dialogues. They are sometimes dancing. They are calling others. They are showing expressions and all. But other one, you are only showing visual only work is there. Sometimes you may be showing something chart work and all. Some kids may be bringing the artwork and all. That is stage art. But we are not performing that. Only showing visual art work is there. Sometimes a statue can also, the children can act as a statue or something related to the lesson also they can show in the stage art. They will be performing in front but not doing something. Only still picture will be there. That is what stage art. Is it okay, ma'am?
Okay, madam, thank you.
That's what I understood. So next one, puppetry. You know, puppets are used. Finger puppets. In the finger, you can use simple puppets using small papers or rubber tubes or something and draw something picture and you can show the characters. Yes, even the mango can be used for a mango shape of a mango. In your finger, you can use for teaching the second class lesson, mango, yellow mango and all. So like that, puppets can be used. Mimes, where you are not. Yes, Govind C. S. Poti, what is a mime, you all know?
Madam, mime means making something which is.
Yes, you are. Yes, mimicking. Very good, very good. You are only showing through your hands and performing something without your verbal correction. You are showing something, you are want to explain something. That is use a mime art. That is can be included in the art integrated. Next one, storytelling. The children likes a lot. Storytelling. If you tell them a story, they will be so interested. They will look into your mouth and wait. What is the story? And nowadays videos are there. You can show them, play them when they are free and all. So in the free periods or other, sometimes later to the lesson also you can give them storytelling. They will be enjoying. And don't perform most of the time yourself. Give your kids chance to explain. They will say stories related to an animal, related to their family, related to something. So improve that. That also can be improved. Nowadays, teacher should be only a facilitator. The children should speak out, and they should be learning English and Hindi also. They should hear English and Hindi all the time. Don't explain anything in Malayalam. No need, because as they have learned Malayalam, they will also learn English and Hindi. It will be difficult for their parents to understand, but the children will understand better. So you should try to speak maximum times in English and Hindi. For class 1, I give some excuse. Regional language can be used sometimes in between. But other time they will pick up very fast. If you speak, they hear all the time. Then martial arts. What are martial arts, Chaitanya?
Like karate.
Very good. Karate,
Physical education.
Yes. Physical body also is included. Aerobic. All these things comes under martial arts. Very good. Magic performance, that is a little difficult, or we have to learn that magic. That is also an art that can be included. Cinema, films. Earlier we had a period of film show. All the kids were given chance to see the cinema related to the topic and all. So all these things can be included in the art integrated learning. Next, you can see the difference between art education and art integration. Art education, as I told, it is the process that encourages sensory exploration. It provides a platform to work, to create expression and all. But art integrated, we work with the arts at the center of the curriculum, and all subject is more taught than art forms. And how these art integrated learning helps in learning process. You know, the 3 domains. Jolly Joss ma'am. Are you there? What are the 3 domains of education?
The cognitive,
Yes.
psychomotor,
Psychomotor. Yes, the BEd must have learned cognitive domains, psychomotor domain, and affective domain. All these are included in the art integrated learning. That is why it is important. And what are the things it will be helping? It will help in thinking. It will help in imagining. It will help in exploring. It will help in making something, experiencing, hands-on experience, expressing things, verifying, and applying the knowledge. All these things, art can be integrated. Next one. Why we should integrate art? The first one is we can make the learning joyful. Children should enjoy. They are small kids, they should enjoy. They should tell at home, my mother, today I was very happy. They should be happy while learning. They should not feel sad. They should not feel bored. So that is what the make learning joyful. That is why art is integrated. When they come out and they play, or when they do some art, or when they paint, when they do drawing, all these times they are very happy. So that is one of the main function is to make learning joyful. It helps visualization. Visualization means they will understand the actual and the other part, because when you are performing an artwork, will not be the real situation. It is not. It is only parts to add on to the experience. So it is visualized. They will understand what is what and all. And they are performing a house. What are the family members? They will be active. They will visualize what are the works. They will understand more. Then a shift from rote methods, simply mugging up, learning everything by heart and producing, and after that sometimes you will forget also. A shift from rote methods, that is why art is integrated. Next one, it connects with the world outside. Yes, Soumya ji ma'am, what is the connection with the outer world? What do you mean by that?
Ma'am, that means learning should not be concentrated in the classrooms only. The students should know more about the society, the world,
very good.
Values.
Very good. It should not be limited to the textbook. It should not be limited to the notebook. It should not be limited to the four walls of the classroom. It should be outside, the connection with the outside world also. It should have a connection. That is why art integration should be there. Art is integrated to outside also. Very good. Smita V ma'am, develops multidisciplinary links. What is that?
Along with maths, we should know about
all the subjects. Very good. All the subjects, multidisciplinary, all the subjects should be included. It develops that link. Art is linking all these subjects. Very good. And it also develops art-based inquiry. We will be asking how that art is performed. We will be inquiring. The children will be more interested to learn something new and all. So that also develops art-based inquiries. Next, inculcates respect for culture and heritage. These days, the children and people are not able to accept others. They are not able to act, they always like to fight and all. You must have seen in the cartoons how to defeat others, how to kill others, how to make others fool. All these things will be there in the cartoon work. Children also like to do like that. They also like to fight, or they also like to. We have to inculcate the small things through stories or films and all. Respect for others' culture and their heritage. Others, respect others. All these things we can inculcate through art. Okay, so that is why art is integrated in the education. Now, as I told, types of art integration in developing numeracy. How you can integrate art in the developing the numerical ability. Visual art. What are the visual arts? You can draw and paint. The child is drawing and painting. Collage. printing. What is collage work? Suchitra ma'am, can you tell what is collage work? What is the spelling of collage? Jayvin Cherian, sir. Jayvin Cherian, sir. Yes.
COLLAGE.
Collage. So is it collage? College? How is it spelled? How is it spelled? Collage.
It's COLLAGE.
It is the spelling. And how will you spell out?
Collage.
Collage. This collage printing. What have you seen the collage work? In your classes? Yes. How will they do the collage printing? Can you tell me?
I'm using small pictures or something and putting it
Yes.
together in a
Very good. So it is a good, it's a good group activity. When we learn to teach them EVS and all, and we give them water, then we will give them a topic water. Okay, you can use that. That is very good. So when we give them a topic, for example, water, then we will divide the classroom into groups, and we will give them. Some of you bring the important things related to the water. So they will bring uses of water. They will bring the utensils used for water. They will bring some other different forms of water. Then what is the culture related to water? All these things they will bring. And in the center, they were asked to present everything in a collage way. That means in the center they will write water. And everything related, they will paste it in a chart paper. That is collage work. Okay, it can be with a vegetable printing also, or block printing. All these things are used for visual art, clay modeling, all these things. Then performing art, I told you, dance can be used, drama, music, puppetry, poetry, all these things. Then next one of the art is culinary art. What is Anju K. Murali? Culinary art means?
Sorry ma'am, I don't know.
No, okay, no problem. Nothing is there. Rakhi KR. Kadithurthi KV. Rakhi KR. Okay, no problem. Amit Varghese. Okay, it is
fruit salads in English, you can use different, they can bring cut fruits and vegetables and make salads or including cooking in teaching, learning.
Very good, very good. And Rishma ma'am also. So it is culinary means related to without cooking what you can do. It's an artwork. You know the salads and all when you go to a hotel, they are decorating the plate and show you, and you feel very happy when it is decorated. Children also like decorating using the salad items. Okay, fruit salad. Every classroom, when we were teaching the children, we were all giving them a salad activity. They will be very happy. So they are bringing one carrot, one potato, one tomato, one part of a cabbage and all. They will be very happy to bring. Together they will be doing all these things. Even at home, we can give them an activity to prepare a salad using one carrot, one tomato, because it should not be wasted. They can decorate, ask their parents to cut it for them, a cucumber, all these things they can arrange and show. So that is also can be related to the numeracy. Then I told you the visual arts pictorial activities. Whenever we visit, yes, Reshma ma'am. Yes. So whenever where we visit the home with small kids, we can see that their walls will be all decorated with the kids' paintings. You know, why? Because they are more interested with holding a pencil and scribble in the somewhere wherever it is possible. Okay, so that can be used for our improvement of language and as well as in maths and all. So lines, strokes, all things, textures help in learning the two-dimensional shapes and forms. Next one, you can see the sketching from observation of nature and surrounding outside. When you were first standard, when you teach family in EVS, when we ask them, please draw, what do you know about your house, your family and all. See the shape, how they are drawing. They will be drawing, ask them to draw something. They will draw a house like this, they will draw the, it will not be very clear, mother is there, father is there, kid is there, son, all these things they will draw. They will understand what are the shapes, observation of the nature and surrounding, they understand the shapes. They understand the symmetry, what are the symmetrical objects, how is it same and all, they will understand that. They will understand the distance between the picture, in the distance also they will understand. So all these develops mathematical vocabulary. Then you can see that how many concepts art can be introduced to the, how many concepts also, what are the things included in how many, how near and far, how big, how small, all these things can be introduced in the language disposition for mathematical thinking. So all these are very important. So creative drawings, they can also think and draw. Creativity can be increased. They will increase the spatial relationships, countings and patterns can be improved with concept learning. Okay. Then you can see here three-dimensional or sculpture activities, for example, clay modeling, then bouquet with twigs and flowers and all, bottle caps, waste materials like bottle caps, used paper plates, all these things can be used to develop mathematical skills, shapes, spatial activities, patterns, data and all. These are the performing arts. You can see the small kids in the first picture, they are all dressed up like Gandhiji and sitting. Children will be very much interested in showing all these things because they like to perform. They are very happy when they are performing things. So that can be used for that. Next one you can see they are sitting together. Next one you can see this is the hand puppets. Small puppets, it will take only 5 minutes to make a puppet. You can show the sun, the moon or everything. They can be used to express, even the maths also can be integrated. Next, this is culinary art. You can see the number can be also introduced in this. They are cutting the vegetables and decorating and how many the children have brought, 2 carrots, a bowl of sprouts, 4 tomatoes, 1 bunch of lettuce, 1 more carrot, all these things can be used. See how they are happy showing their work. So it will be helping in numerical skills like counting, addition, subtraction, measurement, shapes, spaces and symmetry. Okay. Then games, very important for the kids. We can integrate games also. It is also an art integration. They enjoy snake and other indigenous games, which are the games which we play in our in India. That means in the inside our house and in outside the house also. That means related to our India. That means Ludo, snake and ladder, then Ludo. All these are the indigenous games emerged from India only. Carrom board, 5 stones, 7 stones, pittu, marbles, gilli danda. All these are the indigenous games that can also be included. Even in 4th standard, I think a kabaddi lesson is there. You can take them outside, let them play, and we can connect the lesson plan with how to play a kabaddi and enjoy. So all these should be included in our lesson plans. And as yesterday also was told, ELPS approach should be there. E is for experience, L is for language, and P is for pictures, and S is for symbols. All these ELPS approach should be there for a child to make the learning happy and joyful. Experience should be there. That means they can either draw or visual experience or performing experience or culinary experience, whatever experience we can give them, activities we can give them, all comes in experience. Express the things, whatever they have experienced, they should be able to express either in English or in Hindi, they should be able to express, that is their language is improved. They can draw, they should be able to draw, they should be able to depict the experience through pictures, that is their drawing pictures and writing the symbols that generate that. That means drawing how many are there, for example 1 to 10, how many are there, all these things comes under the ELPS approach. And art integration in numeracy, you should have to plan all the activities, you should have entry behavior, what the child already knows, learning event, the pre-learning experience should be there, you have to make open plan so that they can understand, and you have feedback how after attaining all these competencies, you have to test, that is assessment, you have to test whether all these activities are attained, all these learning outcomes are achieved by the kids, that is assessment also. Now let me go to the next topic, assessment. See, I am taking you kids as kids only. That means you are all educated B.Ed students, but not that much familiar with these small kids. You will not understand much. That's why I am taking so in a simple way only. Please, if any problem, tell me. If it is boring or if it is not understandable by you, then you can tell me. So thank you. I think all these things are Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, every school have received this assessment structure. Assessment structure for class 1 and 2.
ഈ പോർഷൻസ് എല്ലാം ഓഗസ്റ്റ് തൊട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. ഇത് തൊട്ടേ ഞാൻ എടുത്തു തുടങ്ങിയത്.
ഓഗസ്റ്റ് മുതലുള്ളത് എടുക്കണമായിരുന്നോ?
പിന്നെ
So this assessment structure Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan has sent to all the schools for class 1 and 2 for this session, and it reached every school like I think in the month of September, October and all. So September is it. So we will be showing you what are the expected things of this year because it is online. So what are the expected things? Let us see once in a very simple way. In class 1 and 2, the number of cycles, because they have joined late, there are only 2 cycles are to be completed before term 1. Okay, so there are 2 terms you all know. Till September we have 1 term, and from October to March another term is there, and term-wise education we are all following. This is I am telling you, many of you are so experienced I know, and you all know things, but so some of you may be having some doubts, that is why it's in explaining. Please bear with me. So in the class 1, 2 cycles are only to be completed before first term, and next second term 4 cycles are to be completed. That means total 6 cycles are to be completed. Krishna Priya madam, what do you mean by CCE? Do you know?
As much as possible lecture method.
CCE. You must have heard what is a word called CCE. Can you tell me the full form? Yeah, ma'am. Sajita Sabu ma'am.
Madam, sorry, I was telling my mic was off. Sorry. Continuous and comprehensive evaluation.
Very good. It is continuous and comprehensive evaluation.
അപ്പോൾ VMC permission വേണം. VMC
So,
they are not ready.
it is
അവരാണ്
CCE.
ചെയ്യുന്നത്. They are not ready.
CCE is going on. So cycles are there. You have to do one CCE in 1 month. You have certain competencies. When you plan a lesson, you have certain competencies to different subjects. And according to that competencies, you have to plan your assessment. You have to assess all these competencies, whichever is related to that particular topic, and you have to assess the grades. Okay? And for class 2, it is for first term 4 cycles, and for the second term 4 cycles. So total 8 cycles will be there for class 2. And whenever you are giving them grades, there are for subjects, for scholastic subjects, that means for all the core subjects, you have to grade them A star or outstanding, 5 grade point, it is there, and percentage is 90 to 100%. So next one, when you give them grade, if it is A, it means excellent, grade point is 4, and the grade percentage is 75 to 89. So when a child is getting 89 marks in EVS, you will be giving them grade A. Automatic grading is there, so that is why it is no problem, because progress reports are connected like that. But if you should know what is the grading, then 56 to 74, if it is there, you will give them B plus grade, and it is very good. 35 to 55, if it is percentage is there, it is good. And 0 to 34, if it is there, it is C, at scope for improvement. And do you know, you can't give them a grade below C. You can't give them a D grade. Why? You have to, if a child is getting D, what can we do? I put D because it is the child is not improving at all. Can you say like that? We are teachers. We have to give them more activities so that he can improve from D to C. That is what our responsibility is. Not that I am a very truthful teacher, I will go straight, I will teach whatever thing is there, and the child should reproduce, otherwise I will put 0. No way. You have to improve, you have to change your strategies, you have to change your methods, you have to improve them, give them more tests, and improve, and you should get a grade of at least C grade the child should get. Okay. So next one. You can see the structure, the presentation, the marks and all is not so much relevant. These are all made for class 1 and 2. CCE should be there in the same way. More importance should be given to oral work. That can be classroom participation. You can ask when they are in the classroom. We can give them quiz, they can interactions, conversations, all these carry 10 marks. Then presentation or project, they can present even clay modeling, mask making, or projects, anything like that, they have to be given 10 marks. Written work like worksheets, classworks, homeworks, assignments, slip tests, all will take 20 marks. So all these, the division is like this, 10, 20 plus 10 plus 10. But you have to, this is only for assessment. No child will be shown the marks of all these things. We are not supposed to tell all the any marks to the class 1 and 2. Because CBSE has already told that there should not be any marks, because marks are not important. They should be given grades. There should not be any negative competition between the kids. That is not needed. That is why we should not give them marks in anywhere. You can give them out of the dictation when you take 8 out of 10, that all you can give. But when you give a progress card and all, or anything else when you send outside, there is no relevance to the marks. So these marks you can keep it for your own reference. Then as extract from the CC scheme, it is there that 8 cycles should be completed in all the classes. No formal examination should be there for class 1 and 2. You can't give them a formal test. That means a question paper in which time is there, the questions will be there typed, and you can give them date sheet that tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards. All these are orals only you can give. Tomorrow I'll take a test. You can orally tell. Because the parents are worried. They will be asking what the teacher is doing, I don't understand. They are not giving any homework. In the LKG and UKG, the kids were so much writing, they are not getting so much homework. But now when they are coming to first standard, they are not writing anything. The parents will be asking, tell them frankly that this is the new policy. We can't give them homework, we can't give them home examination, no way. But we will be continuously and comprehensively evaluating them. Okay, so even the teaching, testing can be done, even the assessment can be done simultaneously while teaching or separately. You can ask them in the classroom itself while teaching. You can understand who is able to learn. You should understand who is not able to understand. Those kids you should tell them, you should give them remedial work, explain them things nicely. Like anyway, because in a class itself you can understand the kids who are very slow. So give them extra time for them so that they can understand more. Then you can say most of the time students will not be aware. They should not be asked that I am going to test you so today orally. No, we should not tell them also. They should be by their activities. We should assess them whether they have attained our the learning outcomes. And there will be minimum 8 cycles. Only one cycle of CC means all the students are tested in all the competencies. There are certain competencies in all the subjects, and whether all the children are tested, you can give them oral test, written test, or anything related to that, so that they test ability competencies are tested. And as I told you, there should not be any debate. And even the children, it is also recommended that 10 cycles also can be given. If the child is not able to produce anything, then 10 cycles can be given, and best 8 cycles. That means they should get, all the children should get above C grade. Then in language, you can see competencies of the language. What are the competencies of the language? Bindu Molti, can you say what are the competencies of language? Bindu Mol.
Listening.
Yes, listening.
Listening, speaking, reading, conversation.
Spelling, comprehension. Reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. Spelling, handwriting. Writing is coming as a part only, because after reading comprehension, when they write, there is no need of testing them separately. So that is what the competencies of language, Hindi and English. Rakhi K.R. ma'am, can you tell me the Hindi competencies? This is for Hindi.
Yes, listening.
Listening, Hindi competency, Sunna. Whether they are able to understand, whether they are able to listen to you. Speaking, what is the competency in Hindi?
Sunna.
Sunna, bola. Speaking means bola. Very good. Reading comprehension, Sneha Mol. Padna, Patan. Indulekha, spelling.
Likhna, writing.
Spelling. Yes, Likhna is for writing, spelling. Sanish Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the competency in Hindi spelling?
Likhna.
Vartani or Suklet we can say. Vartani is for spelling. Okay. Then Anjali Mall. Handwriting. What is the competency?
Sutulek.
Sutulek. What means Kekula? Kekula is dictation. Okay. So Sutulek. Su means good. Writing means handwriting. Okay. So Sulek is the other competency of handwriting. So all these are the competencies which has to be taken care, whether they have understood, whether they are able to listen, whether they are able to speak, whether they are able to read, whether they are able to spell, or spellings are there, handwriting. All these competencies are there for language. Okay, and what are the techniques? Anju Vishwanathan ma'am, what are the techniques for testing and listening and speaking?
Yes, madam. We can ask all the questions.
Yes,
We can ask all the questions, passages and ask questions from them.
we can ask also. We can ask them, we can speak with them, they can ask us to speak out. So all these things can be there for the competency listening and speaking. Nitya Naran ma'am, what are the techniques to understand reading comprehension?
Madam, we can ask the students to read the lesson.
Yes, loud reading, and you can ask questions. Then, anything related to reading comprehension, any more techniques, can you ask for that? Even writing, okay, you can ask them to write. You can ask them questions related to the paragraph and ask them to write. So you can test reading comprehension by writing also. So reading, loud reading is one of the technique of learning, and writing is also a part of reading comprehension. Good. Nitya K. Babu. Okay. Nitya K. Babu.
Yes, ma'am.
Spelling. What are the techniques to test whether the child has attained spelling?
Dictation.
Dictation can be there. That is written technique. Then
Also, we can check the spelling.
check the spellings. Then jumbled words can be given. Fill in the blank can be given. Okay. Oh yes, missing letters can be given. Yes, all these can be given for the handwriting also. Okay, for spelling also. Yes, for the answer.
Crosswords.
Crosswords, puzzles can be given. Very good. All these can be there given to test the spelling. Word building can be given in Hindi and English, and all these things can be used for understanding the competency spelling. Handwriting. Now it is told that there is no need of giving a separate paragraph for writing, testing the handwriting, because when they are writing something in the question paper and answer sheet, that time also their handwriting should be given nice. So no need of a separate, but that is also a competency. We have to check whether the child is writing. As Gandhiji told, handwriting is a very important part of education. We have to improve the handwriting. Yes, yesterday Sini Madam also told that how we can improve. The child is not able to write what we ask them, what we expect from them. For class 1 and 2, written notes are to be submitted online. We have to write it in 4-line notebook and submit, and we have to write it in a double-line notebook and submit, and when whatever things they have to write, we have to give them in writing. So that is what because they don't know what to write and how they are learning. So that is why like that. Now, Sanish Joseph, what are the competencies related to maths? Can you tell? Vimala Kumari ma'am. Anit Varghese.
Understand
Yes,
concepts.
FNC. What is the full form of FNC?
Is it foundational numeracy and counting?
No. It is formation of numbers. Very good, ma'am. Very good, Sophia, ma'am. It is formation of number. How the child is able to form numbers 1, 2, 3. If it is writing correctly, if it is able to form, for example, even if he is able to write a 3-digit number, highest 3-digit number, or whether the child is able to put the things in right tens and ones order, is formation of number concept. Whether the child is able to form numbers, that is one of the competency we have to test. So, number competency is there. Next one, so Sophia ma'am, UBC, what is UBC?
Understanding basic concepts.
Yes, the basic concept of teaching addition, whether the child is able to understand what is addition, or only he is able to understand 2 plus 3 is 5. Whether the child is able to do it with other numbers, understanding, whether he is understanding what is addition, putting together all the things. So that is another competency we have to test in maths. AC, Susan Peter ma'am. Joji John,
Ability to computation.
very good. Very good. Computation is very important, you know. Earlier in the mental maths and all, the Indians were able to count so many things, ability to calculate so many things. But nowadays, calculator, ability in computation. Okay, so you have calculation, you have to do calculations. Okay, so that is what AC means. You are able to, whether he is able to calculate things, whether he is able to basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, all these things, whether he is able to do it, his ability to compute. So that is what it says. Preeti Mariam Philip ma'am, PSA, what is the meaning of PSA?
Problem solving ability.
Problem solving ability. These problems are given when the child is given a word problem or a problem which is not able to understand. Whether the child is able to do that problem solving ability, that is PSA. And all these can be tested. Very good, ma'am. All these can have techniques. Oral also we can test. Written also we can test in maths. All these competencies can be tested orally and written. And you know, nowadays online class like worksheets can be given, Google Forms can be given, online quiz can be given. You have to do some homework, but it is very easy to get the assessment. Classroom observations, WhatsApp, all these can be tools to understand all these things. Here, participation, whether the child is participating in the activities and all these things. And this Diksha portal is there. You can go to Diksha. There all the things, lesson plans, so many activities are there. I hope everybody is using that. So if you have any doubt in explaining or making a lesson plan, you can directly go to Diksha and log in and see what are the subjects and all. You can see from there and learn. Then you can see subject EVS. You can know. Srija Gopi ma'am. What are the competencies of EVS?
Observation.
Very good. Observation, identification and classification.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Nikita Susan ma'am. One more competency is there.
Ma'am, discovery of facts.
Very good. Discovery of facts. Okay. So first one, Georgie John Verghese ma'am. Observation. What can be tested in EVS observation?
When if you are taking a chapter called birds, we can ask them. We can show them ask the students in the morning when you what all sounds do you hear? So
yes, that is all. Okay. Yes.
So they'll, out of their experience, they'll find out the sound that they hear. Then we can say that they relate it to birds. They say that in the morning, then we can come to the topic called birds, which all birds in the morning, what all sounds you hear, and so they can, then the sparrows, then they'll come up with their favorite birds.
Okay.
So observe them, and from that, the types of beaks, we can ask them what are. Like that, we can ask them from the surroundings they have to use their eyes to observe the.
Very good, very good. So here they have observed a lot. So we are going to assess them. We are going to test them whether they have observed all these things. So we will put the questions. You will show the picture. We can make them hear the sound of a bird and tell them to write their name. So that is observation questions. It can be oral question, it can be written question. Okay, so that is one of the way of testing. Yes, go on, sir.
Ma'am, here I have used the technique for assessing their observation in class 2 EVS.
Very good.
When I'm teaching road safety and the traffic signs, I captured a video from the main road to highway to Kendriya Vidyalaya NTPC. And I played that video for students. Yeah, I played that video for the students, and they observe what are the things and what are the traffic signs they have seen while coming to the school, and the speed limit board inside our campus, and all they have observed, and they are captured well, and through this I assess their observation and teaching.
Very good. So very good. It is real life experience you have shown. Nothing more we can give to them. Okay. The education says we have to relate our lessons to the real life experience, or whatever is going outside, we have to connect it with that. Because we are not living in a classroom alone. We are not living in our house alone. We have to go out, we have to interact, all these things are there. So real life experience should be connected to our lessons. Very nice. So like that, activity should be there for observation, and they should be able to report. Very good. So they should be also able to report the things. If they are observed, all these things, they should also be able to report. So such questions can be included in observation and reporting. Oral and written test can be given. Monisha Mohan ma'am, identification and classification. What are the questions they can be identified?
Yes, ma'am. If you are teaching about animals, we can ask them to find the names of animals, and from that we can classify them into wild animals.
Very good. So we can classify, identify and classify the
Yes, ma'am.
wild and domestic, all
domestic pet animals. We can classify. They can classify them.
Very good. So all these things can be added there. Discovery of facts, Ashwati ma'am. Ashwati K.V. Chennekara.
Yes, ma'am. Discovery of facts means the children are getting new knowledge and they are accepting that knowledge.
Yes. When they do something and they find something new, when they observe something new, they will discover more things. Well, what we have taught before, above that also they must be doing something. That is discovery of facts. So that also can be tested oral and written. So tools for this year is Google Forms, Google Classroom, participation in the group activity, WhatsApp, Google Drive, outline oral questions, live worksheets, all these things. One thing you should know that live worksheets when we give, let them do several times, find their own fault and let them complete and get full marks. Many children I have seen, they will do 5 out of 10, they will get 5 out of 10, they will leave as such and they will share the marks. I never accept. I tell them, still they get full marks, they should do it again, so that they will understand which is the wrong and all, and they will understand like that, and they will find out what they have made mistakes. So there, the competencies and targeted learning outcomes in foundational language and literacy skills and numeracy skills in classes 1 and 2, as envisaged in chapter 2 of Nipun Bharat document. Nipun Bharat and NEP 2020 are very important these days because it is highly important. NCRT and CBSE and KVS, NBS, everywhere it is connected. And we should be following because we are the central government employees of education and we have to do all these things, related things in our educational system also. So all these things are connected, are to be achieved. Nipun Bharat says so many things. So according to that, this competency-based education, every child should attain all these things by the end of the year. Next, you know the suggested activities as per Nipun Bharat document. What is the Nipun Bharat document saying of targeted competencies or pedagogical competencies? What are the competencies in listening skill? You can listen a poem of the children. You can listen to small stories of the kids. You can listen to interactions of them. They will tell you so many things out of that. Speaking skill, what are the self-introduction? They can introduce themselves. They can form recitation. They can recite. They can speak out small stories. They can dramatize. They can draw a drawing on story. They can do quiz. They can do sports integrated activity. They can do Antakshari. What is Antakshari, Shobha Kulyan ma'am?
They have to play with the music and from the starting like that.
Yes. But they if they are not knowing sing songs and all, they can play antakshari of words. For example, nal, la, out from la they have to word or make another word, next child. Because the vocabulary of the child should improve every year. 50 words, the vocabulary of a first standard child should be round about 200 words. Next time when he is going in second standard, it should improve. 30 words should be there in his vocabulary box. That means that much words that he should improve and learn. So Antakshari can be there. Tongue twister, Abhin Pankaj, sir. Speaking skill, tongue twisters, interviews, news readings, all these things are there in speaking skill. Reading skill can be passage reading, they can read a passage, they can story reading can be there, newspaper reading is there, poster reading is there, all these comes under the reading, they can assess. These are the Nipun Bharat suggestions. Reading comprehensions, reading and answering the oral questions, reading and writing answers to the given questions, all these are the activities of language related to all these competencies. Then writing, what is the writing part? Suchitra is ma'am. Crossword puzzle, form writing, word formation, objectives and subjective, all these things are there. Then EVS you can see it is observation, discussion, expression, explanation, classification, touch and find.
Writing.
Yes.
The new word writing.
Okay,
The word writing activity.
Very good, very good. Soumya T ma'am, EVS, touch and find, project making assignment, anything else? Clay modeling. Srilakshmi Riya, prepares scrapbooks. Yes. Tracing pictures. Drawing, face, actors, success, slogan writing, plantation, survey of CCT based questions, all these can be included as competencies according to Nipun Bharat. Okay, so all these things should be really included in the assessment. Now, what is LAT? Shiji Daniel ma'am. Tara Krishnan, Reshma Chandran, Manjusha. Yes, yes. Manjusha, what is OAP?
Ma'am, I don't know. I think it's language based.
No, sorry. So it is a word where meaning full form is learn, assessment, who. Okay, so it is LAT. Very important. Okay, ma'am, your mic is on. Okay, Tara's madam's mic is on. So you can see LAT has to be conducted at the end of every lesson and once in a month. What the child has achieved, you have planned everything, you have made a nice lesson plan, you have added the competencies, everything you have done. You have tested also. But after every lesson, you have to test whether the child is able to understand what you have taught in that lesson. You will be doing formal testing. That means after 3 or 4 lessons, periodic test 1 is there. After first term, you have half-yearly exam. Then next 2 or 3 lessons after the second term, you will have a periodic test 2. And at the end, you will have a session-ending exam. All these are formal tests. This is LAT is to understand whether the child has attained what you have expected after teaching. LAT after every lesson, whether the child understood that lesson or not. That is what LAT. It should be conducted at the end of every lesson or once in a month. And what should be covered? Covering all the key concepts taught from every lesson dealt in the month. All the things have to be included. And LAT is meant for diagnosis, not it is a formal test. It should not be entered in anywhere. Means in the report, it is a formal test. It has to be meant for diagnosis whether the child has achieved things. To ascertain if the student has achieved the learning goals. And for further remediation, you have to give remedy for the child who is not able to understand. So all the kids, you will be thinking when you deliver a speech, when you give them activities, every child is understanding. Never think, I was fooled by these kids. When I talked to them when I entered the first standard and taught, I thought about, oh my God, I am so good teacher and everybody is understanding, all are saying yes ma'am, so no, never think like that. Only 5 or 6 students will understand what you have taught. Others will be simply thinking, daydreaming, and they will be doing all those things, activities and all, they will not be understanding us. So you have to find out which child is not able to understand and you have to give them small remedies. Inside the class itself, you can give them remedy. You can ask them, bring them class where they will not show you. First standard will never open the bag and show you that I have a book also. So you have to take them, ask them, instruct them to show them notebook every day. And you should also ask them, in the oral also, so many questions you should ask. And very important, all the kids like patting. Nalladano, cheetayano, tettano, sheriyano. You should always appreciate the kids. As already told, kids are our customers. We are here in the school because of the kids only. Because of the students. If their students are not there, we will not be a teacher. They are coming to us and they are really a God for us. Okay, so we should treat in the same way as we are treating a God, because God is so innocent and they will be only thinking they will only listen to us, because in their mind teachers are like gods, and for us also it should be like that. We should not punish them so much. And corporal punishment, if you beat any child, the job is gone forever. The new policy has come. Corporal punishment is not at all a thing should be included, and you cannot give. So that also, even your kids also, you should not punish that much. And in outside India, it's the rules are there that children should not be punished. So all these things are there. So diagnosis, LAT is very important. You should remedy the child and give them patching, and positive reinforcement should be given to the kids all the time. And LAT must not be evaluated. You can give them written test also. If that doesn't know, you are not supposed to evaluate. Marks onnu kodukanda. What you have to do? You have to test whether the child is attaining or they are able to attain, and which portion is not able to attain. That you have to give them. For that only LAT is there. It is not to enter into any mark sheet. Okay, the LAT must not be evaluated, but it should be given, and it should not be included in the allotment of marks, but you have to take LATs. And LAT will be conducted based on subject-specific competencies when you are teaching a poem. So all these things may not be there. Or speaking may not be there, or sometimes other competencies. Which competency you are planning, that only you have to test. And it can be conducted as oral or written test. So both ways you can teach them LAT. Okay, take the LATs. LATs are very important in all the schools, especially the schools. I think Chandigarh and Pune is having senior teachers, permanent teachers are not there. So please see that when the inspection team and all is coming, you should show them. Teachers will not, sometimes inspection team may not be asking you. You have to show that we are all doing all these things. Okay. Then suggested activities or oral activities. For English and Hindi is poem recitation, storytelling, self-introduction, quiz, interview, conversation. EVS, it is explanation, interview, quiz and questioning. And mathematics, it is table recitation, counting numbers, after, before number, quiz and phonics activities. All these are included in the maths. So this is what the first and second second assessment is there. Now we have to see what is the third to 5 assessment. Many of the teachers are so experienced, I know that they know all these things, but bear with me, I have been Now, this is this year, September, it has come from Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan assessment structure proposed for class 3 to 5, 21-22 session for assessment in online mode. It is all sent to the but again it is to remind you all about the assessment. Class 3 to 5, it is first term and second term, 2 terms are there. And you know we have to now concentrate on the second term only. And you will be using the second term notebook separately so that notebook submission and all is there, subject enrichment activities. What is SEA? Soumyaji ma'am. What is SEA? Amritam, S ma'am. Very good. Subject enrichment activities. SEA. What is the meaning of MTP? Jolie Leger, Amritam, S ma'am. Amrita S ma'am. Kamita Krishnan ma'am. What is MTP? MTP. Project. Multidisciplinary project. Very good. Thank you. So, all these things, subject enrichment activity. What do you mean by subject enrichment activity? Manjusha S. Can you tell?
Yes, madam.
What is subject enrichment activity? You must have heard or some activity is there. Or the daily activities which we give in our activity.
We can give assignments, projects, and subject-related activities, extra activities.
Extra activities, that is what it is. It is not a textual activity.
Yes.
It can be anything outside the textbook, but it should enrich. Enrich the subject, enrich the lesson. Okay, very good. We are understood what is subject enrichment activity. So it should be okay. So it should be something which is given to them, which is outside the textbook, and it should enrich the subject. And how many subject enrichment activities are to be given? 1 subject, 1 activity. So 4 months are there in 1 term. That time 4 subjects should be given. So maths, if it is given in August, July, then English will be given in June. Like that, subject enrichment activities are to given 1 subject per month up to 4 months. So 4 months are there. You have to give 1 subject enrichment activity per month up to 4 months. Notebook submission monthly once or twice. Fortnightly once we call because detail office has told. And what is the meaning of subject notebook submission and correction? You give so many classworks, that is all. It is same year they are copied. That is not a homework. That is not a notebook correction you have to see. You have to give at homework. Fortnightly once you have to give a homework, which is not told to them. They have to do it. For example, they can write about your family. In EVS, they have to survey something or they have to find something else. In maths, you can give problems related to that topic. That should be corrected, and that is notebook submission. So every month, once you have to correct all these homeworks. Okay. Then periodic test 2 will be there in the second term. Next month, January 1st week and 2nd week, You have periodic test 2, that is oral, it is there for 10 marks, and for pen paper test it is for 30 marks, it is there. So 40 marks you have to take periodic test 2 next month. And session ending examination, SEE, session ending examinations. What is the term and exam of first term, Anju Girish?
Ma'am, half yearly.
Half yearly examination. Okay, thank you, very good. Now it is midterm examination. This year the name is midterm examination, and the final examination is session ending examination, MDP and oral, to be continuously assessed during the second term, MDP and oral to be continuously assessed during the first term. Okay, MDP and time is limited, but I have to tell all these things. The teachers will have Sarah ma'am and Elizabeth ma'am, please excuse me for taking some more time. And session ending examination, MDP is there, and subject enrichment activities are there. So all these activities are to be included in the session ending exam. Okay. Now you know subject enrichment activities list is there. How many times it has to be given, frequency is there, 1 per subject, duration is term-wise 1 per subject, total marks to be entered is 20, weightage will be 5 marks, and the type of test is based on its competency, and it must be, the rubrics are there to test what all the things are to be. So June, if you give it for English, July, because children should not be overburdened, they should be given every month only 1 subject enrichment activity. That the subject teachers have to decide in the beginning of the term what is the multidisciplinary project you are going to give and what are the subject enrichment activity, which subject will be given. So English, after that Hindi, then August you will be giving them maths, and September you will be giving them EVS. So it will be going as per like this, it will be going for the next session also. Next term also it will be going like that, October, November, December, January, 4 months you will take for this. Then suggested activities for this language, all these things we have discussed in the class 1 assessment also, all these things you can include. The PowerPoint is there in the Google, and also I will be sending you so that there will not be any confusion, you can refer all these things. Suggested activities are there for all these things can be activity for subject enrichment activities. Okay, so these are all according to the Nipun. And what are the rubrics? Rubrics is the scale for how you will be testing all these things. Regularity, whether the child is punctual, whether the things are neat, whether it is presentation is good, whether it is correct. All these things are to be tested in written assignment of language. Like that in maths and EVS also, all these things are to be taken. Listening comprehension in the language, it should be expression is there, concept is there, attentiveness is there, or grammar is there. All these things to be tested in group activity. Inquisitiveness is there in maths. Observation skills are there, application of knowledge, computing skills are there. EVS, inquisitiveness, observation, application of knowledge, computing skills, all these things are there. And how we can test them? We can give MCQs or math lab activities or oral quiz and oral presentations. All things can be included in the rubrics. And notebook submission. Well, how many times we have to, 4 months are there and the total marks are 20, weightage is 5. All these will be there. You have to do it in the final exams when it is coming. Before that you have to give marks for all these things. Okay, and techniques are pen paper assignment, and homework, checking of homework notebook is the test homework, what you give twice in a month or once in a month, what you give a homework, that has to be corrected, and according to that only you will be giving the marks. Okay, total marks for 4 months, every month you have to give 5 marks, and 4 months you have to give the marks, and the total average is weightage is 5. So accordingly you will be there, and it should be also notebook submission, regularity should be there, neatness, presentation correctness, and content, all these has to be tested. Next, periodic test, as I already told you, next month we will be having a periodic test class. It is August and January. The periodic test will be there once in one term. Duration is 1.5 hours and total marks is 40. 10 marks are for orals, 30 marks are for written. Weightage for type of test is objective. The question papers should not be very lengthy and descriptive. It should be objective, very short answer and short answer should be there. And marks are, it should not be a very long paper also. In language, reading test can be, oral test can be tested by newspaper article or all these things are the oral testing things you can read. You have to test your comprehensions, reading comprehension, prose writing competencies, all these competencies are to be tested. So it is a guideline. Periodic test for maths, also you are understanding basic concept, ability to compute, problem solving ability, all these you have to see. Periodic test for environmental studies also, these are the things which are to be tested and you have to see this blueprint. You have to follow this blueprint. 10 marks are for observation and reporting, 10 marks for identification, and 10 marks for discovery of facts. And sometimes there may be slight change. The regional office may be sending you a slight change booklet or the assessment strategy. If they are giving that time, you have to follow them. But this is the one which is given to us by Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan regional main Delhi. Okay, so that has to the center also it is there. So you have to follow this. If any change is there, you will be intimated to your principal ma'am or sir. And what about the multidisciplinary projects? The duration of the multidisciplinary project is one should be given. A multidisciplinary project should be given in the starting of the beginning of the session. You have to give. You have to evaluate in the midterm. Again, you have to evaluate the continuous activity. You have to add on to that topic, and you have to evaluate at the end of the session. Multidisciplinary project. So I will be giving you some of the things which is there, some detailed thing I will give you now. So total marks is 10 in each term, weightage is 10, and one project having components of all subjects with integration of art should be there for that. So your maths teacher also will be given, for example, class 4 subject this multidisciplinary project topic is water. Water is there. So maths teacher's project's name also is water. English teacher's MDP is also water. Hindi teacher's MDP is also water, and Hindi teacher's MDP is also water. But the activities will be different, rubrics will be different, marks given will be different. Okay, so I'll give you an example of a child who has done also. Just a minute. So these are the topics for multidisciplinary projects: food, shelter, clothing, okay, clothing, forest, water, air, environment, family. All these are the topics, suggested topics, and all the subjects teachers have to sit together and find out what are the projects they are going to give, and 2 marks for each group. That creativity should be there, presentation should be there, content should be there, authenticity, correctness should be there. Time bound, it should be time bound also, because within 4 months they have to submit the multidisciplinary project. Then orals, what are the oral things have to be tested? English, speaking, listening, and all, mathematics, EVS, and all. What are the oral things it is given? And midterm examination, already it is same as that of our session ending examination. Reading comprehension, this is the blueprint to be followed. All should see that you are following the blueprints. Okay. So according to this only you will make your question papers out of 40 marks. And it is also for other subjects. Mathematics, it is like this. Knowledge, concept is there, 20 marks, 10 marks for knowledge, understanding. You will design your question paper according to that only. Okay. So these are VSA is very short answer, long answer, like this. You will be dividing all these, and questions will be like this. Midterm exam, session ending exam, it is for EVS, 3 competencies are there, and you have to make question papers according to this. MDP also, you know, it will be sent to the from the regional office about the MDP. What is it? Suggested activities for multidisciplinary 20 projects are being sent to you. For example, the name of the project is bookmarks. If it is bookmarks selected for all the 4 subjects, 4 subject teachers have to sit together and find anything related to EVS, art and craft, math, science. All these teachers have to find out what you can do. So such a topic only you should take. For example, food wheel or bird collage or food pyramid. All the EVS, maths, art, language, all these subjects can be connected. How can we connect? For example, food pyramid, let me take that topic. So in EVS, you have to give the child whatever food they will eat, what are the balanced diet, all these things. You can give so many questions on this project, so that they can, in a year, in 4 months, they have to find out what all things are related to food we eat. Okay, so what are the components of the balanced diet, and what are the vegetables and fruits that are to be included in our food and nutritive value, all these things can be added. In maths, how many times are food served in a day, in a week, how many months are there, what will happen, how many kg of food is needed in a rice is needed, all these things, calculations can be connected to this food pyramid. Art and craft, how to present things, whether the child is simply doing all these multidisciplinary project in a waste paper, or whether he is able to, because presentation is very important. You know how to present in an interview is very important for getting a job. Your presentation is a very valuable thing, and you have to present things. The child has to learn how to present things. That also, art and craft can be used. He can decorate his work, he can use his drawings to present work. So that can be integrated. Language, whether the child is able to orally or writing presentation, that is all coming in topics. So these all things, the topics are there. This I will be sending you, so you can select your topic and you can make your own MDP. Model of an aquarium, bouquet, principal salad, food wheel, secret SMS, mask making, shopping, time to investigate, all these things are there in the class 3 suggested activities of MDP. And in the 4th, it is my voice, so many activities like pasting the pictures or writing thoughts or writing their own poem or writing anything, essay or something, scrapbooks or some, all these things can be used in making their Rangoli can be used in all subjects can be put together. English and Hindi can be, it is very easy. Another thing we have to think what they can do, like this language, if they are taking food and nutrition. The theme is to aware the child about the healthy lifestyle and to avoid junk food and all. So project in EVS, you can say making your own healthy and weekly meal plan containing all the nutrients or what are the food items they are eating, or whether it is nutrient rich. All these things can be included in the EVS. In maths, you can ask them to biscuit packets or any food packets which they use. You can ask them to find out the expiry date. You can ask them to find out how many days they can use. You can ask them to find the nutrient contents of the food packet. You can ask them to note down how much is the weight, what is the maximum retail price. All these things can be added in the maths. In language, write a dialogue between a nutritionist and a school-going child. All these things can be included in the food and nutrition. So then the topics are my safety, my responsibility. All these topics are there. In 5th also, like these topics, 5th they have not given the topics like that. My birthday calendar, so that also you can connect all the 4 topics. So same topic is to be given in all the subjects. and they have to be tested in the midterm as well as in the session ending exam. And then Hindi also, you know, the Hindi, it should be, English and Hindi can be go hand in hand because it is language only. And next one, an example of, in the Google it was there. Sarah John ma'am, please excuse me, I'll be just leaving these kids in 5 minutes. After that we can have a 5 minutes break and continue, I think. An example also I want to show you. The presentation of MDP is very important. The child should learn to present things. See, it is a slide of the presentation uploaded in this from Kendriya Vidyalaya Hashivara. So you can see here how the child is able to present things. See, the multidisciplinary project, they don't no need for all these things, but you should know how to present. If you have seen how you are presenting a practical record. So like that you can see here, Bahu Ayami Pariyojana, it is name of the student, class, theme, everything should be there in the first page, presentation page. Then you will be writing what are the main topic, all the 4 subject teachers, and that name is not needed. So then this is to verify the subject teacher of that MDP, means if you are presenting it to get, which is the subject teacher you are presenting, that you can get. Then you can see here, English, see the outlines, the child is not knowing whether to draw an outline and all. Even when I enter now, the 5th and 4th is coming, they are not knowing many of the rules which we taught in the first standard. They don't know to read, they don't know to ask permission. So many things they are not knowing. So likewise the presentation also they don't know, they are kids. So we should ask them, take a A4 size paper, draw the outlines, you can make it attractive by doing designs in art. So and then you will be writing everything in English, bold letter, they should write the language subject. And then what is the question? What steps can be taken to stop wastage of water, and also prepare one slogan for it, write in a paragraph. The question should be very clear and appropriate for the age group, and it should be 60 to 70 words. And then the child has found out something, he has written, he has drawn the picture. The presentation is important. See the slogan, he has done it very nicely, neatly, and the child himself or herself should do, the parents should really help. So then all these slogans, say all these things he has presented in English. So in Hindi you can see पानी से संबंध में कुछ मुहावरे लिखिए और उनके अर्थ लिखिए और उनके वाक्य बनाइए. So they can go search in Google and they can know and find out what are the muhavres they have found out. They can add pictures, they can decorate the things and present nicely. Maths, they can record the use of water by each family member in a week. So you will be your father, mother, sister, brother, how many liters of water they are taking every day and what are the uses or for what all things they are using. See, but then he has observed an environmental studies. Draw the picture of water cycle and explain it in different stages. The water cycle, what are the stages that they will be finding, they will be writing, they will be drawing and understanding. Then new words like precipitation, condensation, evaporation, all will be learning them. So then that can be done. So till then stages of water cycle, all these things are there. So these are the things which are there for the assessment strategies of MDP. So that's all I think can be included in this assessment and all. So I know that you are many of the things may be known to you and you may be feeling boring sometimes, but there may be one or two who don't know all these things. So please bear with me. And if anybody has any doubt or if you have got something about this assessment and multidisciplinary project and all, I am grateful. So thank you so much. Thank you, Hema ma'am, Vijay ma'am.
Thank you, Raji ma'am, for having this wonderful session of assessment as multidisciplinary project and art integration. I think all are equipped now to take classes and do the assessment well this year. Do you? Yes. And everything is clear, like art integration, what is that, and confusions on MDP, how to conduct this multidisciplinary project, and what things should be added or what things should be elaborated or what topics you can give. I think all the ideas are clear, and this time the assessment and this MDP will go smoothly without more doubts. And for clarification, you can contact all the resource person anytime. And thank you. It was a wonderful class as usual, Rajendra. And now I request any one of you to give a vote of thanks. And after that we will have.
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah.
Yes. Ma'am, actually I am the new contractual teacher. I joined this month only from KV Idukki, and it was an interesting session, ma'am. Everything was new to me, and it was really helpful. So many confusion with this assessment was there for me. I was very afraid how I will what to do. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful session. From part of KV Idukki, I thank you.
Thank you so much.
We can have a 5 minutes break and not 5, it's 4 minutes. So please join by 11:15. Thank you all of you, bear with us.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, Sarah ma'am.
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Now it is break.
Yeah, because they are sitting from 9 o'clock, so we gave 4 minutes. Okay. Sorry for waiting.
No problem, it's okay. Now today, principal madam is there?
Yeah. Hema ma'am, I think she is busy with CBSE also.
Okay.
She will be there in between.
Madam, you recently transferred from here, Bangalore?
Yes, it is.
I also was in Thrissur.
Thrissur, okay. So cluster itself has changed.
Cluster changed. Palakkad cluster.
Yes. So you came this year, John?
This transfer.
This transfer.
Recently. Yeah.
Okay. That's why we are not aware of you. Because Kottayam, all we know.
No,
other teachers. Hello, Elizabeth Joseph, ma'am. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. I was just.
You were
checking whether I'm there. No, you asked me, no? Yeah. I thought it's better, like, I wanted to see some of the sessions today, so I just went to school and came back. So, and then I said I'll join soon. Yeah. I was just wanted to see you. Okay. Not checking. Nice work going on. Okay. Good afternoon, all of you. Hello. Raji madam, what is there? Yes, dear teachers, all of you are again welcome. And now you can switch on your cameras. We have already seen you. Let Sarah John also see you all. Hema ma'am, are you there? Hema ma'am. So are you ready for the next session? Please keep your videos on. That is a request from our side. Okay, thank you. Now, after Rajiman's session, you are having another session. Now I welcome here Sarah John ma'am, Senior PRT, KV Rubber Board, Kottayam, for the session on literacy in English and Hindi. So let's welcome ma'am. We are very blessed to have with amongst us ma'am on this session. Thank you.
She's just Madam, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible. Hello.
Gigi madam, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Okay, madam. Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all. Respected principal, Hannah madam, resource persons, and my dear participants, good morning to all. Am I audible, madam? Okay.
Good morning. Good
morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I am Santa Paul, PRT, Kendra Vidyalaya Ravatpur, Kottayam. I have recently transferred from KV to show. Yes, you have been attending workshop on FLN since yesterday. You have undergone many topics by different resource persons. I think this course is beneficial to you. I also worked as a contractual teacher for 1 year, and the very next year I became a part of this prestigious institution, and you also try for that, and surely you all will get, and all the best in advance. Okay. Now, yes, my topic is foundational literacy in English and Hindi. You have undergone many topics like phonetics, yes, literacy, and also numeracy. Here, I want to introduce you, or I want to share some ideas what we can do in the classroom. How to develop the skills, how we can do in the classroom. That is, what practically we can do. Okay, in literacy, in English and Hindi. We are discussing both. What is literacy? What do you mean by foundational literacy? That's the first question. What is the foundational literacy? Can you, anybody can answer? Foundational literacy. Nitya?
Madam, foundational literacy means the ability of a child to read a simple sentence and understand its meaning.
Okay, very good. Now I'm going to share something with you. Okay, very good. I want to share you. See. I think it's visible. Okay. Now here, foundational literacy. Literacy is the reading and writing with understanding. That's a simple thing. Literacy is reading and writing with understanding, and which includes oral language development, phonological awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. See the first one, oral language development. Oral language development means when a child comes to this class 1, he or she knows mother tongue, and he converses with us with a mother tongue, and slowly we make them to learn Hindi and English, and make them able to speak, able to write, okay, in these 2 languages. And next one is phonological awareness, that is, the sound recognition and word recognized by the sound. Phonics is all the same only. And what is fluency? Fluency is awareness of sound of alphabets and words. What is fluency? Can anybody tell? What do you mean by fluency? Sajida, can you tell me what you mean by fluency?
Able to speak without any difficulty.
Okay, that is ability to read, fluency in reading, ability to read a text with accuracy, speed, and expression. Very good, Sajida. Accuracy or ability to read a text with accuracy, speed, and expression. The vocabulary, the maximum number of words learned by the child. And comprehension. Comprehension means there is reading comprehension as well as listening comprehension. Whether the child is understood what he listens. Suppose they are listening a story, they are listening a command or an instruction. Whether they are able to listen or understand it. That is listening comprehension. And reading comprehension, understanding the text, retrieving information from the. See, every month, 2 times we are giving the CCT. They are reading and they are giving the answer. Whether they are able to understand the text and retrieve the answers. That is what questions is asked about that, retrieving the answers. That about this one, about literacy, reading and writing with understanding. And all this listening will include in this one fluency, vocabulary, awareness of sound, words, everything will come under this. Now, learning. Why? Why foundational literacy is important? Why nowadays this number of workshops for foundational literacy? For that you have to understand why we are doing this. Those who fail to attain basic literacy and numeracy skills by class 3 find it difficult to catch up with the rigor of the curriculum in later classes and fall behind, creating wide learning gaps. That is the situation. So when we know that a child comes to class 1, we are making the child to learn words, sentences, and make them able to read, write, everything. And those who are anybody is there, they are lagging these competencies. They will lag all, means the coming classes, and there is creating a wide learning gaps. So that is the problem, and we are responsible for that. Okay. Then what is the again literacy is related to reading with the comprehension, writing with understanding, speaking with coherent. Now next is that is important. What is our role? What is our role? That is, here comes our part. What is our role? Okay. Now we should have appropriate resources to develop literacy skills in children. Enough resources. And one resource is, Tina madam, can you read the first one? Tina Mol. Tina Mol, can you read the first one? They are not visible. Now, Anjali, can you read the first one? We should have appropriate resources. What is the first one? Yes, enrichment in the classroom. Enrich, that is very, very important. What is enrich enrichment? We are going to discuss next one. Then flashcards, that you are very much know about flashcards, picture cards, reading cards, okay, activities for listening and speaking. That is our part. And all these things help our children to learn to read, learn to speak, and learn to write. Now next one, next slide, see what do you mean by okay, sorry for the disturbance. Now, see this one. This is a classroom. Print-rich environment. No, this is not our classroom, as you know, but I made the picture. There are many objects. We can label it. See, table, chair, fan, clock, door, window, everywhere. And Hindi is very important because English words children know. It's a kuzi, मेज, पंखा, छतरी, घड़ी, दरवाजा, खिड़की, कूड़ेदान, almari, all these we have to label there in our classroom. See, and we have to talk. दरवाजा खोलो, दरवाजा बंद करो. तो बच्चे तो ये जान जाएंगे दरवाजा बंद करना का मतलब क्या है, खोलना मतलब क्या है, खिड़की खोलो, खिड़की बंद करो, है ना. There are different sentences we can ask. Unknowingly we are learning. Another example, ask them to take the pencil box. अच्छा बेटा आ जाओ, तुम्हारा पेंसिल बॉक्स लेकर आ जाओ. देखो मुझे तुम्हारा ये स्केल फुटा दे दो. फुटा हिंदी में स्केल को क्या कहते हैं, फुटा दे दो. तो बच्चे नहीं जानेंगे फुटा क्या है, लेकिन ये सुनकर ये फुटा मतलब मैडम ने फुटा ले लिया, ये फुटा है. तो मिठानी क्या है, तो मिठानी ले लो, तुम्हारा मिठानी दे दो मुझे कुछ काम है. तो बच्चे सब देखेंगे नए शब्द क्या है, नया चीज क्या है. तो एक क्लास में हम बातें करेंगे ऐसे कागज का टुकड़े हैं तो कूड़ेदान में डालो. कागज का टुकड़ा कूड़ेदान में डालो. तो कूड़ेदान क्या है, डस्टबिन. तो हम लिखकर रखेंगे कूड़ेदान या डस्टबिन. ओके. देन अलमारी खोलो, तुम्हारा किताब अलमारी में रखो. तो बच्चे जान जाएंगे अलमारी, हिंदी में भी अलमारी कहते हैं. तो ऐसे सारे चीज को हम लिख कर रखने से बच्चे भी जान जाएंगे. तो उनको पढ़ाने का जरूरत नहीं. अभी नेक्स्ट में देखो हम we have to such display some thoughts, messages in the classroom. This is very important, and depending upon the level. See, class 1, this is it. Okay, class 1 and 2, this is okay. Now, the English messages or thought I have written. Gautam sir.
Ma'am, yes.
Yes.
Do good and be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay, let me ask to Ashwari K. Can you get the one? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. What's the best to follow?
Honesty is the best policy. Then they will be honesty. We are repeating honesty. We don't say this is nothing. We practice in honesty is the best policy. Always the truth. Obey your elders. Anjali, can you read the last one? Can you read the last one? Yes, Srija, please read the last two sentences. Srija. Time is precious. Time is precious. We always saying in the class this one. Children automatically learn what is it. Now, similarly in Hindi also. अच्छे बच्चे बनो. अब क्लास में बार-बार कहेंगे अच्छे बच्चे बनो. सच बोलो. समय पर काम करो. झूठ मत बोलो. साफ लिखो. कक्षा में शोर मत मचाओ. मतलब don't make sound in the class. Okay, and howling in the class. तो ये लिखकर रखने से बच्चों को पढ़ेंगे मतलब they are started reading. ए की मात्रा, ओ की मात्रा. तो बच्चे they will start reading these words. Okay, and this will help you. And when you go to second standard more in Hindi, more good thoughts in Hindi. And class 2 के बच्चे हम पढ़ता है मुहावरे क्या है वो पेरेंट्स को भी बहुत मुश्किल है. They are asking madam what is it. तो मुहावरे लिखकर रखेंगे इसका अर्थ भी. तो बार-बार देखेंगे टीचर भी बोलेंगे बच्चों को बोलेंगे तो पढ़ो बेटा ये क्या है इसका अर्थ क्या है. तो ये जान जाएंगे automatically they will learn. No need to ask them by heart it and come. No need to say. But these are the some things we have to do in the classroom. Now, next one. See, before giving this one, you are reading. This is the first one. Small reading cards. See, small reading cards. Yes, I saw the lamb. Lamb. Yeah. Children will read lamb. You say no lamb. This is lamb. I saw it eat some flowers, but it ran away home. Run away, lamb. Do not eat flowers. See, make them read. Make them read the simple reading cards. And this is another type. Now anybody can you read it? Let me ask you. Krishna Priya, can you read it?
Second one, madam.
Second one.
Okay. Anna is a cow.
Oh, okay.
She lives on a
farm
with her family. She is a mother to a cute
calf.
Anna's husband is a big and strong. Anna eats grass and gives milk. When she is not too busy, she spends time with other animals that live on the farm. Her best friends are horse,
donkey,
sheep, and
okay, it is given. Okay, they can the birds. You can do. This is very interesting one. And next is the balloons. Okay, children are very much attracted to the balloons. You can ask what's the color? What's the color of balloon? How many balloons are there? Okay, and where he buy it? Balloons from the park. And in that way, you will ask questions. And that is another thing. Not only reading, or after every sentence, you have to ask questions. I saw the lamb. I saw it eat some flowers. Okay. Then you ask, what does it eat? It is flowers. Okay. In that way, I went to get some balloons at the park. And balloons from where he get balloon? From the park. And one word answers in class 1. And when you go to class 2, you can answer sentence. And class 3 should be in sentence. And another one is this one, is a reading cards. It's a reading comprehension. My name is John. My uncle, Modi, lives in a farmhouse. Allowed to go there in holidays. And before that, we can show this picture. I think picture is visible. Show this picture and ask children, ये क्या है? ये picture में क्या है? Okay. Can you tell anybody? Because it is you tell in Hindi क्या है इसमें?
घोड़ा.
हाँ. हिंदी वर्ड आना चाहिए. हम बच्चे के बोलेंगे. बहुत सारे जानवर हैं. तो ये तालाब देखा आपने? तालाब. तालाब में बतख है. मुर्गी है. मुर्गी का बच्चे है. घोड़ा है. फिर क्या है?
मुर्गी का बच्चा.
Very good. Okay. And in that way, they will learn. And here is a new thing. I don't know. It's a windmill. We can tell them it's a windmill. They don't know the use of it, but we can tell. And little description we can give a windmill. And English you can ask a number of questions from this. It's a farmhouse. Many animals are living there. And it's Uncle Moby lives there. And how many? Then you can come to the maths also. How many animals are there in the farmhouse? How many cows are there? How many horses are there? How many pigs are there? What are the young ones of pig? What are the young ones of duck? All these questions. Ask number of questions for everyone. In class also, if we read one sentence, you can ask one question or two questions from there. Why? What? How? When? All these questions. And Hindi also. Kya? Kyun? Kaun? That's it. So familiar with them. They will be familiar with all these question words. Start telling the answer, that inhibition, that they will recover from that, and they will start speaking. They're always asking questions. That is the one method. Now, next Hindi also. This is a symbol worksheet. Reading card. This is I made a reel. This is a reading card, and here एक ही मात्रा stress करता है read, मेरा. Then no need to understand the meaning. Okay, some objects they will get. Example, say, paid, enough. Is up they can understand from that. And kela, lare. See, to learn this matra and able to read loudly. Always read. Ask them to read loudly. When one child read, other will listen. And this is another one. इसके बारे में we'll चर्चा करेंगे. एक थी लड़की मुनमुन. क्या लड़की का नाम क्या थी? मुनमुन. उसकी गुड़िया थी रुनचुन. तो लड़की का गुड़िया का नाम क्या थी? रुनचुन. तो बताएंगे, बच्चे बताएंगे मेरा घर में गुड़िया है, उसका नाम ये है, ओके. फिर करने की गुड़िया की शादी. तो शादी नया वर्ड इंट्रोड्यूस हो गया. शादी तो बताएंगे मेरा मामा का शादी था, मेरा आंटी का शादी, मेरा अंकल का. कुछ ऐसे बातें करेंगे. फिर चुनरी, गहना, लाई, दादी. इसमें ना एक की मात्रा, एक की मात्रा इसमें हम स्ट्रेस देंगे. फिर बच्चे पढ़ेंगे इसमें शादी के बारे में, गुड़िया के बारे में. देखो गुड़िया का शादी, तो गुड़िया का शादी होने से बच्चे लगे गुड़िया का शादी होता है ना. तो ऐसे बोलने से क्या है, तुम लोग उस दिन घर में जाकर तो गुड़िया का शादी कर देंगे ना. इससे बच्चे हम जो बोलता है वो क्लास में घर में जाके बच्चे अप्लाई करता है. मम्मी पापा को बोलते हैं. तो हम ऐसे भी बोलना भी क्लास 1 में एक लेसन है रसोई घर के बारे में. रसोई घर में बहुत सारे चीजों का नाम बच्चे लेंगे. तो जब बताएंगे, जाओ घर में जाकर मम्मी को बोला ये रसोई घर है, ये चकला बेलन है, ये तवा है, ये वो है. ये बच्चे तो पतीला है, कटोरी है, गिलास है. तो बच्चे सीखेंगे और घर में जाकर बाकी लोग भी सिखाएंगे तो लोग बोलेंगे. ऐसे इनको मीन्स स्पीकिंग एबिलिटी हम क्रिएट करेंगे. फिर नेक्स्ट में listening and speaking. Okay, and listening is all these are listening also. Then another in English, daily routine, yesterday's work, tomorrow's work. This is very important from class 1 and to daily routine. Okay, and daily I wake up early in the morning at 6 o'clock. Then what do you do? I brush my teeth. Then what do you do? I have my breakfast. Then until I go to school. Okay, and daily routine, daily work. And one day all make all the children to speak about it, daily routine. Until they sleep, they will play in the evening, I have my dinner at night, everything they will say. And I go for shopping, okay. And I, first you use I. Then when you teach grammar, you can automatically he, she, papa, mommy, you can. That is grammar part. Then yesterday's work, another day yesterday. Yesterday what did you do? Yesterday, I woke up. Tell about yesterday from morning to evening. I woke up at 6 o'clock. Then I brushed my teeth. I had my breakfast. I went to school or I went to online class. I played in the evening. Okay, children start talking and they learn so many things extra. Okay, that is a very helpful thing. Speaking on daily routine. And Hindi also can story narration using puppet, finger puppets, etc. Then rhymes and action songs are the first one in class 1 and class 2. Especially Hindi. They like rhymes and action songs and they learn many things. They are increasing their vocabulary. Okay? They like rhymes on animals, birds, and also fruits and vegetables. Because they are familiar with that. And rhymes. First standard, the Happy Raja बहुत बड़ा. तो Happy Raja बहुत बड़ा. सोन खिलाकर कहाँ चले. तो बच्चे की तरह सोन बड़ा तो बड़ा छोटा ये सब आ जाएंगी. आओ मेरा घर में लड्डू पेड़ा खाएंगे. अब वो बैठो कुर्सी पर. तो फिर क्लास में देखना सब कुर्सी में बैठा कर कुर्सी तोड़कर सब इतना एक्शन करेंगे. इससे rhymes and action songs are very important in Hindi, especially Hindi, to get the vocabulary. Then road play, dramatization, that gradually they can do in second standard and third standard. Okay. Now this one example I am giving. Speaking on daily work. See a simple example. Say I wake up at 6 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I have my breakfast. I get ready to school. I play in the evening. I sleep at 9 o'clock. Then yesterday, same thing I told. Now हम हिंदी मैं सुबह उठती हूँ, यहाँ रावले एलने को मैं सुबह उठती हूँ, मैं ब्रश करती हूँ, मैं नाश्ता करती हूँ. फिर कल या कल में दो अर्थ है. कल yesterday and tomorrow. तो कैसे बताएंगे? कल मैं स्कूल गई थी. Yesterday. कल हम स्कूल गए थे. No, tomorrow. कल मैं स्कूल जाऊंगी. कल हम स्कूल जाएंगे. What difference? A difference कैसे? How they learn? We write on the board, ask them to copy in the notebook, and let them learn. No, they will not. It will not work out. They daily practice, oral practice in the classroom. Okay, and this will be helpful. And another thing is, see this one, and they learn action words, and in Hindi and also. Let me ask Merlin madam, what is she doing? She is dancing. She is dancing. Question. What is she doing? We can give the name. Her name is Meena. What is she doing? Meena is dancing. And he's a man. What is he doing? What is he doing? Rashmi, what is he doing? He is me. He is me. Ask them to say in full sentence. He is me. And this boy, he is running. And this girl, she is skipping. And in Hindi. A लड़की क्या कर रही है? A लड़की क्या कर रही है? A लड़की क्या कर रही है? You have to repeat the question. Okay, Smita madam, can you tell? A लड़की क्या कर रही है? नाच रही है. देखो क्या कर रही है? नाच रही है. देखो एक लड़का और एक आदमी और लड़का तैर रहा है. देखो लड़की नाच रही है, ये आदमी तैर रहा है, ये लड़का दौड़ रहा है, ये लड़की कूद रही है. तो you can ask question, क्या कर रही है? We repeat it. Then आपको बच्चे को पूछे आप क्या कर रहा है? हम लिख रहा है. तो बच्चे लड़की को पूछे से मैं लिख रही हूँ, मैं पढ़ रही हूँ, मैं बैठ रही हूँ, मैं कूद रही हूँ. They will say that. So we repeat all in the Hindi class. Incorporate with our lessons what we are taking. This is another word to speak up. They will speak. See next one. See, I'll take an example of class 1. English and Hindi, same lesson because Lalu or Pilu is in English and in Hindi. Therefore, that is why I take the lesson. Then competencies, listening, speaking, reading and writing. And what activities we can do? First activity is children to listen it. Story narration using picture cards, finger puppets, stick puppets, they can use. That's the first thing should be listening. When they listen, the language acquisition, the number of vocabulary they catch. Therefore, story narration using and to the attraction, to get the attraction of the children, we are using these finger puppets, etc. With expressions, okay, exaggerations, we can use it. Then reading new words using flashcards. Then guided reading of the lesson followed by self-reading. Guided reading, then self-reading. Then writing part will be fill in the blanks. Question answer will ask fully only to give in class 1, the beginning. Then we will give fill in the blanks. Words will be given and you can, they will say the answer, then they can fill in the textbook as well as in the notebook. And for that, how is story narration? See, this is actually I made the picture of that puppets. First you show this picture card. This is a picture card. First you show this picture card, then they will speak in English. Okay? Let anybody. Yes. Bindu teach. Bindu madam. Can you tell anything from the? Can you tell anything from this picture? Bindu.
Yes, ma'am.
Say in English. Say in English.
एक मुर्गी है
Okay. Okay.
और उसका बच्चे का नाम है लालू और पीलू.
Okay. Okay, very good. Bindu madam. When you say in English as a hen, there is a hen or there was a hen. It has two chicks. And one his name is Lalu, the other one is Pilu. Then we explain the remaining thing. Lalu like to eat red things and Pilu like to eat yellow things. And the story continues. Okay? And using this finger puppets, see, ये क्या है? A मुर्गी थी. You can show it. Okay? The दो बच्चे थे. एक का नाम था लालू, एक का नाम था पीलू. So we have to exaggerations and also the expression, voice modulation, everything should be there. Okay. One day क्या हुआ एक दिन लालू एक मिर्च खाया, एक लाल मिर्च खाया. Okay. तो जीभ जलने लगा. देखो एक्शन होना चाहिए. जलने लगा. Okay. रोने लगी with action. रोने लगी. Okay. Then they will also say, children will learn and speak in the same way. Then the story continues, you know the story. Then in that case also, you should ask number of questions. So, मुर्गी का कितने बच्चे थे? Choosa है new word for them. Chicks they know choosa. बच्चे को मुर्गी के बच्चे को क्या करते थे? चूसा. कितने बच्चे थे? चूसे. 2 चूसे थे. ऐसे क्वेश्चन. तो ये क्या लालू क्या चीजें खाता था? पीलू क्या चीजें खाता था? ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछते रहना. You have to ask number of questions. Repeat and when one child listens, you have to ask another one and others will listen. Repeat the question. Maximum number of students you can ask this question. In online classes also you can do it. So this is the story narration. Children will listen the story and will acquire this many vocabulary also. They will get a number of vocabulary. And another one is, see, next one, see, नाम रखो. तो एक क्वेश्चन है मोटी के कितने चूजे थे? लालू क्या चीजें खाता था? पीलू क्या चीजें खाता था? लालू ने पौधे पर क्या देखा? पीलू ने क्या लाया? Many questions are there. You have to ask. Then see the question. Ask the children to see this one. इसका नाम रखो. Okay, बेटा इसको नाम दे दो. देखो एक चिड़िया है, नहीं तो एक लालू. इसका रंग थे लाल. इसको लालू करते हैं. तो बोलो ये क्या है? ये क्या है? जयवीर ये क्या है? पीला रंग का चिड़िया है. क्या है इसका नाम? अनिक मैडम, tell me.
मैडम उसका नाम पीलू है. पीलू.
Okay, very good, Jayveer. पीलू. Then इसका क्या होगा? इसका क्या होगा? अनिक. नीलू. Okay. अब देखिए इसका क्या होगा? कृष्ण कालू. तो बताओ ये क्या होगा? इसका रंग तो नीला है लेकिन नीलू ऑलरेडी है, तो क्या करेंगे? इसका गोल जैसे है. गोल. क्या कहते हैं? गोलू. तो बच्चे अब ये तो सीजन में बच्चे अपने आप से क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग, तो they will give the name. That also help them to improve their or get more meanings. Now in English, same lesson is the English. You can give phonetic practices. See, PL, plant, plane, play, place. Make them practice. Similarly, CH, C is cursor, C, cur. But when CH, 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 chick, chick, cheek, chili, chili. And double L, we don't need to stress it, chili. Now, next is twin letter words. Twin letter, two letter words. PU, they will identify twin letter, tell them what is twin letter, two letters together, double letter. PU, chili, rani, laddu, yellow, kiss. That is there in the lesson. They will ask them to pick up those words which have double letter together or twin letters. Twin letters. Okay? So this is another activity. And next thing is, see, there is a picture card. See the picture card. Actually, this is a motion picture. When I copy it here, that motion stop. Now, when you see this one, children will identify the animals, okay, and what all they can say in English. What all they can say. You can use this for English and Hindi. Okay, Rashmi, madam, see the picture and say something. Say something. Okay? Okay. 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 Thank you, Rashmi. And this is scenery, and river or sea. Is the bank of a river or the side of a sea. Okay. And what is it? What is it? Who is climbing the tree? Squirrel is climbing the tree. And who is moving? Actually, it's a motion picture, but some problem has come. Who is moving?
Tortoise.
How it is moving? It's moving very slowly. And see the sun. Okay, sun is very bright, and it is about to set. Okay, and there is a boat, a small boat in the sea. Okay, and this is a very beautiful picture. And suppose come to Hindi, and बच्चे क्या कहेंगे? ये गिलहरी पेड़ पर चढ़ रहा है. एक कछुआ, टटल को कहते हैं कछुआ तो क्लास 2 में है धीमी चाल मीन्स तो कैसे चलता है? धीरे चलता है. तो वहाँ बोलने का जैसे बच्चे भी एक्टिंग करेंगे, धीरे चलता है. तो ये सूरज पानी में डूबने जा रहा है. So many sentences and vocabulary, and it's a beautiful scenery, and the sea is in blue color. Okay, नीला रंग का है. ये आसमान भी नीला है ना? ऐसे बहुत सुंदर ये है, ये चित्र बहुत सुंदर है. ऐसे बच्चे बोलेंगे. One more picture is there. You see, actually, this is I made for class 5. This is Robinson Crusoe. This lesson found some footprint. And this is also a motion picture that they might happen, I don't know. Anyway, children see the picture and they create a story. And class 5, class 4 and class 5, no, they have more creativity. They will write in good sentences. Okay. And I followed the footprint. And I was very worried. I was very much excited. All these words that is there in the lesson, they will write and become very creative. They can write a very creative story about this picture. All this one, see, when a class 1 child come to class 1 child, when come with his or her mother tongue, see, and when they come, first they come to the class, they were very active. They are telling story, they are dancing, they are action song, they are very ready to do everything. And slowly they will come to our language, English and Hindi. See what happens. Most of the children keep silent. Means it's a silent will. They are observing, say, transition time from mother tongue to this two language. For transition time, they are observing and they are capturing words, okay, and languages. That's the silent. It's called a silent period. Children learn many things from that. And that period we start using flashcards, using action song, then rhymes. The children, they will start talking in class 1 and 2. And class 1 children, they have to read in English words and textbook lessons. They have to read. You can't say fluency. We get second standard. We can any drawback or lagging is there. You can find it in second standard. And Hindi also, they have to learn all the alphabets, akshar or matra. Matra is confusion. They have to rectify it when they reach class 2. That is very important. That is our duty. We have to take care of these things. Matra, sahi matra ne padna. Okay? I say, second standard. Then when the child reaching third standard, they have to read fluent reading with accuracy and also writing skill, picture description and picture composition. Everything they should be able to do. At that level, they have to attain. The skills they have to attain. Only we give them practice in class 1 and 2 using all the resources. Make use of all the resources and equip them and make them learn. Make them learn. Okay? And the literacy. Literacy is reading and writing with understanding. When they listen and read, then not much problem will come in writing. We'll give practice, writing practice, and also writing. What they are writing, they have to understand. Okay, that is the thing. So I think now time is okay. I think it will be benefited something what our activities we have to do in the classroom. Okay, shall I stop the sharing? Okay. You want to ask anything, you can ask. Anything you want to ask? Nothing? I keep the time and yes. Vijay madam? Vijay madam is not there. Yes, madam, I keep the time. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, Sarah John, madam. This is my first meeting with you. So it was a very nice session. I was listening to the session. Though I was engaged in the duty of CBSE, I was listening to you all. And it was a very meaningful session and brought to very practical things that the teachers can do in each class. I only wish that teachers implement this in their classrooms. By now, after going through all these sessions which were conducted from yesterday onwards, there are a lot of things that you can take away from this workshop. I sincerely wish each of your classes become very enriched classes and children get all kinds of support from you all. So excellent session by Sarah John madam. Thank you so much for giving this wonderful experience, because it's a very limited time. All the topics that you were handling are very vast topics and for which you all would have undergone training for days together. But here when it is compressed to just 1 hour session, it is very difficult actually to impart these things the same way to these teachers. But in 1 hour, how it can be made the best way possible, each of these resource persons are handling it. the very practical aspect of it in the implementation level. So it has done excellently well, Sarah Madam. I'm very grateful for enlightening these participants. I would like to hear from the participants.
Thank you, madam.
It was myself, Sajita, from KVRB. Actually, so it was a wonderful class by Sarah ma'am. She told us how to take Hindi and English through small activities, how to make them speak, कैसे बोलना पढ़ाना है, कैसे बोलना चाहिए, ये मैम ने बहुत अच्छी तरह हमें सिखाया. So thank you so much, ma'am. On behalf of myself and all contractual teachers, I thank Sarah.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Sarah ma'am, for your interesting and enriching content. And I think everything is clear for our participants also.
Very nice, madam.
Thank you. Now, let me welcome Elizabeth Joseph ma'am, KV Adultship to in charge HM. And here she is going to speak upon NEP Nipun Bharat guidelines, and I think you will all will be enriched with this her informations. And now I welcome Elizabeth Joseph ma'am to take over the session. Thank you.
Let me interrupt. Was any break given, or is it a continuous session from then?